Today, Russian rural life is disappearing, turning thousands of villages into ghost towns. A great number of people, especially youth, decided to turn to the cities in search of jobs, leaving villages behind. Urbanization greatly contributes to the loss of rural communities. Russian statistics over the last 20 years reveal a massive exodus of people from rural communities to urban centers. According to the Rossiyskaya Gazeta and the latest census in 2010, the population of the Russian countryside has decreased by more than 1 million in the last 20 years. Between 2002 and 2010, the number of villages decreased by 8,500. Often villagers have to cope with a very modest lifestyle, such as minimal heating, lack of electricity, schools and hospitals. Pharmacies and grocery stores are often miles away. However, for many residents, it is not the amenities that are difficult to live without, but the absence of neighbors. Tatiana Samsonova lives by herself in a small village only 200 miles away from Moscow. Tatiana says, "There used to be so many families living here. But then some people died, some left, and everyone is gone now. Even the roads have withered away." The lack of accessible transportation leaves villages in isolation. In 2012, a group of staff from the non-profit organization Youth with a Mission traveled to one of the remote villages in the northern Perm region.
Мы едем где-то 370 или 350 миль на север от Перми. Через 300 километров заканчивается асфальт. Остальные 200 километров мы будем ехать без асфальта.
Whoever bought these, it's wonderful. The boots are wonderful. Well, we've been on the road for 6 hours. Haven't seen another car in 6 hours. Yes, you're the only ones here.
We pushed through. We got a tree in the middle of the road, but that's why we brought this.
The life here is very slow and peaceful. There were only 4 people living in this village during the team's visit. They did not have electricity and the nearest store was tens of miles away, only accessible through dense forest or down river. The group brought supplies and medicine for the remaining people in the village.
Щука.
Щука. Щука.
Щука.
Щука.
The visitors were warmly invited to stay in a very simple wooden house that did not have running water or an indoors bathroom. The villagers live off the land, growing vegetables and wheat. They also hunt, fish, and take care of a small group of cows and horses. One of the villagers shared that he doesn't want to live in a city. Here in the country he is like a king. In the city he expressed that he would be nothing. Lack of economic security is one of the main reasons why Russian villages are disappearing so rapidly. The quality of life in rural areas is much lower than in urban areas. In addition, the job market in villages is very limited, which forces people to leave for the big city in search of work in a decent wage. To stop villages from vanishing, it is necessary to develop stable infrastructure and create job opportunities. Today, different organizations and individuals attempt to tackle the task of bringing rural communities back to life. The production of organic food has opened the doors for opportunity. The desire to eat healthy has given birth to a new direction that allows the production of rural farmers to compete in the Russian market. Recently, Russian farmers have been able to network and sell their products online through a project called EcoFood. In order to sell their produce, farmers have had to use the services of dealers who dictate their own prices and use an information vacuum for their profit. But eco-food allows farmers to have their own independence by allowing them to set their own prices and directly sell to the consumer. Customers use eco-food through Facebook and order their food according to their personal taste, geographic location, and budget. Eco-food became very popular among urban populations and has provided villagers with a year-long income. Even though the prices on eco-food are higher than the products provided by the regular market, people are willing to buy it because of its great quality. In the end, both consumers and producers are happy, and villages simultaneously benefit from the business. Another creative way to save a village from vanishing is through rural tourism. In order to bring financial stability to the rural community, sometimes it is enough to revive the old customs and crafts of the ancestors. Tourists are willing to pay for an opportunity to experience the traditional Russian way of life. 15 years ago, the village Požariще in the Vologda region was no different from any other dying village in Russia. Its local farm was bankrupt, and the majority of its people had fled to the cities. However, there were those who decided to restore Požarište's music and culture. Local villagers started to gather for rehearsals, singing traditional songs. Soon enough, they created the folk ensemble Uvtužanečka. Folk songs brought back old traditions, and the village Požarište became a center of rural tourism. People loved to come and experience traditional holidays, have old-style weddings, stay in the wooden huts, learn old songs and dances, and dress in the traditional clothes. For Požarište, rural tourism became a very effective tool for creating economic opportunities as well as protecting local heritage. To learn more about Požarište and to plan your own trip, visit the website www.itmexpo.ru. Russian residents and foreign visitors can order organic produce by going to the EcoFood Facebook page www.facebook.com/ecofoodmoscow. Everyone can help alleviate the problem of vanishing rural communities by simply supporting rural entrepreneurs.